What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Thursday, January 23rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I'm going to give you a value play here. This is a risky play, but it's a low salary play with some upside. So I like Jalen Brunson from the Dallas Mavericks playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Jalen Brunson has averaged 16 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 17 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He's projected at 14.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.4 times value. He's going to need about 16 or 17 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's only $3,300 DraftKings salary and $400 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. This is a fast-paced game and a great matchup. So I like Jalen Brunson as a high-risk, high-reward play here versus the Portland Trailblazers. And another value play that I like at point guard for only 100 more on DraftKings and 100 more on FanDuel is Isaiah Thomas from the Washington Wizards playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have the 3rd worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Isaiah Thomas has averaged 20.1 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 23 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. Projected at 19.2 fantasy points here tonight, that's 5.7 times value. He's only $3,400 DraftKings salary and $400 more on FanDuel. So the more I look at it, it looks like Isaiah Thomas is a better play than Jalen Brunson. So I like Isaiah Thomas here versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Jordan McCray from the Washington Wizards playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who give up the 2nd most fantasy points overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Jordan McCray has averaged 24.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 23 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He played 34 minutes last game, scored 28 fantasy points. He's projected at 24.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. He's $5,000 DraftKings salary and the same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 232 points scored in this game, so a high-scoring game, a fast-paced game, and a fantastic matchup. So I like Jordan McCray here versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy basketball videos every single day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy basketball and fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I'm going to give you another value play here. I like Joe Harris from the Brooklyn Nets playing the LA Lakers, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing small forwards, but Joe Harris has averaged 24.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He's projected at 23.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.7 times value. He's only $4,100 DraftKings salary and $100 more on FanDuel. So I like that price on both sites. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and Joe Harris has played really well versus the Lakers, scoring 36 and 31 fantasy points in his last two games. So I like Joe Harris here versus the LA Lakers. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Carmelo Anthony from the Portland Trailblazers playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Carmelo Anthony has averaged 29.1 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. He's projected at 30.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $6,000 DraftKings salary and $200 more on FanDuel. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and a decent matchup, so I like Carmelo Anthony here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Tristan Thompson from the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Washington Wizards, who have the second worst defense overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing centers. Tristan Thompson has averaged 32.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. He's projected at 31.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.3 times value because he's $7,300 DraftKings salary, but he's $1,400 less on FanDuel. So this is more of a FanDuel play for me. Vegas thinks there's going to be 232 points scored in this game. It's a super high scoring game, a fast-paced game, a home game, and a fantastic matchup. So I like Tristan Thompson here versus the Washington Wizards. And if you're looking for a DraftKings play at center, I like Jarrett Allen from the Brooklyn Nets playing the LA Lakers, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing centers. But Jarrett Allen has averaged 29.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 27 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. Projected at 30.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $5,900 DraftKings salary and $200 less on FanDuel. He scored 29, 25, and 32 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Lakers. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, so I like Jarrett Allen here versus the LA Lakers. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck. Do you want more fantasy picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.